What's up? 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 Alright. So I wasn't gonna do this video, but I said I gotta do this video. We gotta do a follow-up. You know, one of my most viewed videos is Sonya Massey getting murdered. So I only feel is this right. This camera not straight. I feel that it's right that we must show this fuck boy. R.I.P. to Sonya. R.I.P. to Sonya.
Tonight in Illinois, former Sheriff's Deputy Sean Grayson guilty of second-degree murder in the shooting of 36-year-old Sonya Massey.
It's guilty. Second degree.
The verdict carrying a sentence of up to 20 years in prison, but Massey's family and other supporters had been hoping for a conviction on first-degree murder.
Exactly.
I'm fueled by rage right now. If you get an officer that says he's going to shoot you in the face, and then he shoots you in the face, and you only get second-degree murder?
Grayson stoic as the verdict was read. The jury ultimately finding Grayson shot Massey in her kitchen last year and that his claim of needing to use deadly force was unreasonable. This after Grayson testified he perceived Massey's behavior as a threat. The spring
as a threat. He's still running with the water. As a threat. You got a whole gun. Look at him at the front door. Look at him at the front door. There's a demon in him, man. There's a demon in that dude. He's exactly the way he need to be.
Springfield mother of two had called 911 about a possible prowler picking up a pot of boiling water and saying, prosecutors arguing Grayson could have left Massey's home after she ducked behind her counter and apologized. Tonight, Massey's father angry but hopeful Grayson will receive the maximum sentence.
Because he showed no remorse. He was so cocky throughout this whole trial.
You felt like he was cocky?
Oh, yeah. Until today. Until he was
convicted.
Yeah. That knocked the smirk off.
That's a good man right there. Go back and look at him, man. That's a good man. Look at him. He got his pen on. It might have been either state pen. Might have been an officer. Nice suit. Got his lawyer with him. Seasoned. Look at him. That was his daughter. Lost his daughter. To the devil. To the devil.
Yeah. That knocked the smirk off.
And Maggie, we heard it right there. The Massey family furious. They didn't get that first-degree murder conviction. And this was a result of a late move by the defense. Explain.
Yeah, Tom, that's right. Right before closing arguments, the defense introducing that option of second-degree murder, perhaps to spare Grayson the possible life sentence that could have come with a first-degree murder conviction. Tonight, Grayson's attorney's not commenting. He's set to be sentenced in January. Tom.
Explosive new testimony from inside an Illinois court. For the first time, we're hearing from the partner of an ex-deputy who's accused of killing a black woman in her own home. The partner says he was actually scared of his coworker and not the woman, Sonya Massey. Sean Grayson's partner, you see him here in this court sketch, is telling the jury tonight that Massey never seemed to be a threat that night last July. Massey had called police, remember, late one night. She was worried about a prowler. This is body cam video of Grayson and his partner responding to that call. Things started getting tense when Grayson asked Massey to put down a pot of hot water that she had grabbed from the stove. So this is her. You see her walking over to it in this part of the body cam video. We'll show you a video the next moment when Grayson fires his gun at Massey 3 times. We've got to warn you, it is obviously hard to watch.
I feel you and I better I swear to God, I'll shoot you right in your face. Okay, I'm sorry. Drop the pot! Drop the pot! Drop!
Now, prosecutors say this body cam video proves that Massey was not actually a real threat to Grayson. But Grayson's attorney argues that his client's actions were reasonable under the circumstances. Grayson has pleaded not guilty to 3 counts of first-degree murder. Maggie Vespa is outside court. As court, Maggie, has just wrapped up in the last hour or so. And that very notable testimony today from Grayson's partner. Tell us more about it.
Yeah, Hallie, that was explosive. He took the stand late in the day. His name is Deputy Dawson Farley, and he basically was immediately questioned by prosecutors. He was a witness for the prosecution about Sonya Massey and his feelings about what she did when she had that pot of water. They were asking him things like, were you nervous based on what she was doing? He said no. They said, were you worried she was going to hurt you? He said no. Then he went on to clarify that he was indeed scared that night, but not of Massey. Instead, he said he was scared of his partner, Sean Grayson. There were protesters out here earlier today. We relayed that tidbit of information to them from our producer inside the courtroom. This was the organizers' reaction.
If your own partner was afraid of you that night, that means that you were unhinged. That means that you had no business being on the police force. Your job was to protect and serve, and if your own partner was afraid of you, Sonya didn't have a chance. With Sean Grayson being in her house that night, it was the devil at her doorstep.
The devil at her doorstep. Hallie, after that testimony, for the first time during this trial, prosecutors in there played the body camera video that we've all seen that's been seemingly around the world tied to this case. And our producer said it was really heavy in that courtroom. One juror appearing to cry, another one covering their eyes with their notepad. Grayson, during most of it, looking down at his lap and appearing, our producer said, to cover his ears at the moment of the shooting. This is members of the Massey family were led out of the courtroom sobbing. Now, again, as you said, Grayson's team saying that he was reasonable to fear for his life in that moment. They've been urging jurors throughout this process to not form opinions too early and to think about what it must have felt like in the heat of the moment. And again, they argue that he genuinely feared for his life. But as you can see, Hallie, prosecutors doing everything they can to tear that rationale apart.
Maggie Vespa, live for us there in Illinois. Incredibly dramatic day there in court. I know you'll be following the rest of it as it continues. Maggie Vespa, thank you.
We thank you for watching.
These are a few clips. I think it may be off U.S. Today. Let's see what this time about. Showing where the bullet went in, shot her in the eye, came out the back of her neck, right on her head. Saw that? Look at that. Look at that. That's where it went in. That's where it came out. Boy, I'm telling you, man. You gotta protect the women, man, but y'all women gotta let them protect you.